which is very different from a for-profit corporate board.
Yeah.
And, you saw that play out when the OpenAI board fired Sam Altman. And then Microsoft was like, whoa, 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 it's 49% owners, like, whoa, no. And then they went to, they hired the two co-founders, and we're about to just hire everybody away from OpenAI. And then, Sam Altman ultimately is invited and chooses to go back to OpenAI. And so it's this very interesting set of, I think, dynamics around, nonprofit versus for-profit, stewards versus, corporate board, the freedom to create, which OpenAI offers. Microsoft, even though they would, I'm willing to bet, I don't know, but I'm willing to bet, even though they would have probably let Altman and the team develop AI separately, there would still be eventually, bridges in, metrics in. Eventually, there would be a Microsoftization. That's, staying totally separate prevents. So it's a very interesting. It's been very interesting to watch it play out, and all of the different dynamics and questions and answers that kind of the whole drama revealed.
Yeah, that the company started as a nonprofit and now is a profit seeking organization. It really, it's kind of like that cultural push pull, because you still have, like you said, the board members that were associated with that foundation of, we're developing AI for this nonprofit element, but then we became a for-profit that is in partnership with one of the biggest for-profit companies in the world. And it's, like you said, I think it will be a good drama someday, a TV drama, because it does have, I'm not going to say good versus evil, but it has like that paradigm between two sides that are almost opposed to each other in their foundations, really going at it. And then, I mean, the prophet went out, so he's back, and I think most of the board is gone, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yeah.
But it was really interesting seeing that, how quick it operated. He was out. I'm sure he called Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, and they were, I would say, probably pretty irate.
I think so. Yeah.
But and then having 90% of the employees basically admit that the profit-seeking motives of AI are what keeps it running, and how that's needed to basically go forward with it. It's pretty exciting. So
no, it was very exciting, and I could see how it could be turned into a story of good versus evil. We're not there yet, but especially this idea of the nonprofit board versus Microsoft, which Microsoft has probably been in some sort of lawsuit, regulatory, jailhouse, kind of shame on you court system, something for like the past 20 years. And so kind of being at the dawn of this new radical technology, ultimately it will get regulated. Everything eventually does. And this recognition of like, well, we can regulate ourselves, which I think was probably the intent of forming the nonprofit board in the first place. And if we don't regulate ourselves, the government will ultimately step in, and we don't want that. But then you have Microsoft, who owns 49% of a very, very, very big startup, being like, we want a return on our investment. So
yeah, totally.
The story is not done. I think we've gone through the opening chapter.
Yeah.
But it'll be very interesting to see how it plays out, because it surfaces a lot of really important questions that go beyond just AI or just technology, that really go into kind of, business, innovation, government, and on from there.
Yeah, and